Okay, good morning everyone. Dr. Juleda and fellow friend. Today my group going to present about road and highway construction. I'm the first presenter. My name is Josue Valcent Joseph. Next Leliana, and third is Kareld. Okay, we go to the definition. Road or highway are usually the quickest road for driving between one city and another. Simplified, we can say that it easy people or faster to go from one place to the other places. Okay, next, here is the planning in constructing the road or highway. You can see the feasibility study, preliminary engineering, final engineering, implementation, and after finish we have maintenance. Okay, let's see it. The basis of road planning. Okay, feasibility study. The feasibility studies is actually a study to look forward about how it is it need for a construction of road at the places, or how we need to make a study lah. We need to ask the people surrounding about the needed for the road or highway construction. Okay, next is preliminary engineering planning. Okay, after the study, after the facility study, then okay, let's say is a must to construct a road at the area, then a preliminary engineering planning should be due. This at here we need to note or look about the places, the surrounding, the environment, where is the to create the plan of the road, and also for estimating, billing, costing of the project, construction project. After that, we need to do a final engineering planning. Okay, this final engineering is we need to discuss again and confirmation about the project. This is the confirmation of the project, and after all of that settle up and confirmation, every what organization is agree, then the construction planning, and we can start the construction at the area construction of the road or highway. Okay, this is types of road in exist in Malaysia, and you can see the gravel road, earth road, interlocking block road, concrete road, and bitumen road paving lah. Gravel road is, you can see, more to the estate area or village, same goes to the earth road. And interlocking block, where we can see the interlocking block at Ronobot Bestari section 2 Shalam. I think they still use the interlocking block. Okay, concrete road, bitumen road, mostly in Malaysia we use this one lah, the bitumen paving road, which what we call aspal. Okay, this is the road paving material. I'm will not going to explain the construction or what the material about one by one the road, but I'm just take this, which is most road lah in our country Malaysia. Okay, road paving material. Okay, there is three material that can be used, which is aggregate, bitumen, filler. Aggregate is we need to take care of, study about the load that gonna be carried by the aggregate. So then the aggregate must be at the correct mixer, correct quantity of mixer. Okay, next is bitumen. bitumen is band aggregate. It is to produce strong, durable and stable mixture lah about all the aggregate. Okay, next filler. Filler is small void durable mixture with bender, reduce bender runoff. This filler is actually used at the concrete road because if we want to construct a concrete road, we can pour the concrete along, and what we need to make it for example about 100 meter, then we need to stop because the concrete we afraid the concrete will run out from their what we call acuan. Yes, acuan. The filler also used to kalau macam jalan rosak atau retak, we use the filler to tampal it lah. Okay, this is the types of aggregate for road construction. We can see lah the coarse aggregate, fine aggregate, filler. This filler, this aggregate is measured by its layer of the road. For example, the coarse aggregate 2.36 mm and above ke atas lah 2.36, the fine aggregate and the filler. This is the coarse aggregate. Coarse aggregate actually is the second layer of the road. The first layer is we need to wrap the base, the side of the road by soil, and next we added this lah coarse for their kekukuhan. Okay, this is the fine. Dia lebih halus lah, fine crush. This is the filler. Filler is a micro one lah, very micro material. Okay, we go to the construction process. Okay, first is preparation of the existing base coarse layer. Okay, we need to prepare the base of the road about maybe having a pot, removing pothole if any, the irregular fill, and with premix chipping at least a week with the laying surface course. Okay, second is preparation and placing of premix. Okay, placing of premix is premix seperti inilah, yang first layer, second layer, the course kena letak atas dia dan kita akan turap. It will be compact to make the before we pour the asphalt, we need to compact lah with the first layer of soil, second layer coarse batu lah. Before the bitumen is the asphalt lah. Asphalt hit to 150 until 170 degrees. Okay, after that we need to this one rolling. We need to roll all the layer to make sure it is compact. Kita nak pastikan yang dia ni compact supaya tak berlaku gelongsoran tanah pada ni road kita tu, highway kita tu. Okay, the 4 is the quality control. Okay, after we do all the work, we need to make a quality control to make sure the construction the road is giving result of good quality, good in result. Okay, kalau dekat made for macam ni lah, aggregate grading, the grade of bitumen, temperature of aggregate, temperature of paving mix during mixing and compaction. Semasa nak paving mix during mixing and compaction tu, we need to make sure that the temperature of the bitumen pada suhu yang ditetapkan lah, untuk buat dia lebih macam mana, melekat dengan jalan kita tu, dia padat. Okay, finish surface. The aggregate condition surface should be checked by a 3 meter straight edge. Ni di tepi. Oh sorry, it is not 3 meter. It is 3 mm. Dekat when we construct a road, dekat tepi dia tu kita kena pastikan yang tepi dia tu tak adalah nipis sangat dia punya ni. Dia punya apa ni? Aspal dia tu. Nah, the limited indulation shouldn't exceed 8.0 mm. Nak construct road ni, dia sebenarnya road, kalau kita tengok betul-betul road ni dia bukannya rata. Dia tak rata, dia macam ada lengkok sikit. Sebab kalau we need to take care when rainy day, kalau dia rata ataupun ada tenggelam dekat tengah jalan raya kita tu, air akan bertakung lah. So kita akan buat dia curve sikit di tengah, lebih tinggi dan akan menurun hingga ke ni lah bahagian tepi di road. And dalam in construction a road, kita juga mesti pastikan setiap jalan raya perlu ada perparitan di tepi jalan raya. Jika tak, dianya tidak akan di approve lah oleh JKR. Okay.
The next slide is about the benefits of highway. A highway is the main public roads that connect different cities, towns, and at times village. And highway have great benefit to industry, educational institutions, tourist centers, hospital, and others. And also, highway plays an indispensable and important role in the economy of both the developed and the developing countries of the world in making travel easier and faster. There are some benefits of highway. Firstly, good transportation infrastructure, and secondly, highway network also makes transportation schedule and delivery more reliable and timely. And thirdly, highway also contribute immensely to social growth. Relatives are able to visit their loved one more often, and it enhances good relationship between family and friends. And fourthly, the highway can relatively reduce travel time to village, cities, and towns, thereby encourage people to travel for business and trade. And lastly, highway make journey faster, comfortable, and safer than usual, while at the same time reduce fuel consumptions. Even so, the designs, constructions, and the regulation of the highway, and the vehicle use on them, and the training of drivers and others road users may go a long way in making our highway safer for all of us. For the next slide is about the challenge of roads and highway construction. There are many challenges faced before the construction of roads and highways, and believed by road construction contractor when going to build a modern road outside home have to face favor difficult compared to highway constructions. And this is because the highway construction process requires a lot of obstacles to be solved before a certain time, because on normal roads you can divert traffic to other roads, but high roads will not give you such facilities. On this time, I would like to give us example, challenge off-road and highway construction in Pan Borneo, Sabah. What are the challenges faced by contractors in Sabah in developing the highway? According to the New Straits Times 2016, similar to any other project of this scale, the main challenge faced by contractors in Sabah are getting sufficient skilled and qualified manpower, sourcing material and equipment, and dealing with price sugars for certain construction material. And based on the picture given, this shows the construction work underway on the Jalan Dongongon to Papar section of the Pan Borneo Highway in Penampang, Sabah. So, what steps are being taken by the ministry to help contractors deal with this challenge? To minimize the impact of this challenge, several measures have been taken, including the selection of work package contractor. The contractor selected based on strict criteria, which include their financial and technical qualification and experience in road construction. This is because to ensure that the right people carry out the construction of this scale project. And the ministry has also engaged local contractor and business chambers or consortiums to ensure equal participation from local communities throughout the value chain. Implementation of extensive resource planning and deployment is also crucial to ensure adequate material and equipment are available at a reasonable cost. For the next slide is about what road maintenance and highway maintenance. Alright, the definition of the roads maintenance: preserving and keeping each type of roadway, roadside structure as nearly as possible in its original condition as constructed or as subsequently improved, and the operations of highway facilities and service to provide satisfactory and safe transportation is called road maintenance or maintenance of highway. There are some of components of road maintenance. Firstly, surface maintenance. Secondly, roadside and drainage. Thirdly, shoulder and approach. Fourthly, snow and ice control. And next, road maintenance. And lastly, traffic service. For the surface maintenance, have two parts: for surface distress and methods of surface treatment for road maintenance, and roadside and drainage. It depends on the character of roadside. Where the roadside is grassy, it must move. Cutting, clogging with weed killer must be done. And for the shoulder and approach, depends on the surface character of the area where the maintenance and repair is performed. And for the snow and ice control, is firmly on the road where reduced coefficients of friction between tires and surface, which make vehicle control almost impossible. And for the branch maintenance, it's major part of roads maintenance. And lastly, about the traffic service. Traffic service including stripping, repair, and maintenance, particularly needed for repair after stormy weather. And the next is about the highway maintenance. Highway maintenance is closely to the quality of constructions of original routes. Insufficient pavement, bad thickness, improper constructions of these elements soon result in expensive patching, and surface repair. For the shoulder care become a serious problem where narrow lanes force heavy vehicle or to travel with one set of well of the pavement. Improper design drainage facilities means erosions or depositions of material and costly cleaning operation or other corrective measure. For regular highways, maintenance and repair shops, ditch and strip slope require manual maintenance as compared to cheap repair of flatter, ditch and soil by machine.
Okay, let's move to road standards. Standardization means the geometric design of road need to be standards. The first one is to provide a consistent, safe and reliable road facility for movement of traffic. The second one is to provide a guide for less subjective decisions on road design. The last one is to provide a uniformity the design of roads according to their performance requirement. There's two principles of design. The first one is rural and the second one is urban. There is no fundamental difference in the principles of design for rural and urban roads. At urban areas, however, are characterized by busy pedestrian activity and frequent stopping of vehicles. Lower design speeds are usually adapted for urban roads and different cross-sectional elements are applied. Maybe some of you don't know about cross-sectional element. I have give one example. This is cross-section of road and its element. Okay, let's move to the next slide. This is schedule. This is standard for designs of rural and urban. JKR R6 to JKR R1A is for rural standard, and JKR U6 to JKR U1A is for urban standard. We can see the speed limit of rural and urban. Next, selection of design standard. The selection of the required design standard begins with the assessment of the function of the proposed road and the area. This should generally be done in conjunction with highway planning unit of the Ministry of Work. This is flow chart for selection of design standard. You can see there. From project identification to design road group according to nature of road traverse, and then we need to choose it's rural or urban. And two others. Okay, about safety and health. How can you avoid a collision in your work area? Okay, the first one, be seen. Make sure you wear high visibility clothing including a vest and hard hat. Second one, communicate. If you are working near construction vehicle and equipment, make sure the operator or driver know where you are located. Okay, right? Stay back means do not approach moving equipment. Communicate with the driver using a radio and signal. Plan. Set up a plan or procedure. Some call it an internal traffic control plan. To separate worker from the parts of vehicle and equipment. Make sure vehicle know where workers are located and workers know where equipment is operating. The last one, positive separation. Separate workers from traffic using positive separation such as barriers, road, closure, shade vehicle, and buffer space. Remember, this separation is important for both roadway traffic and construction vehicle. Okay, what's are created by construction vehicle and equipment? Construction vehicles and motorized equipment present a major hazard to highway construction workers. To avoid rollover hazard, do not operate equipment too fast or on a steep grade. And the next, set park or operate equipment on soft spot. The third, exceed the manufacturer load or operating limit. The last one, use inadequate method to load machinery onto a transport trailer. Okay. Next, to avoid striking pedestrian walker with the vehicle or its equipment such as a bucket or shovel. The first one, adequate brakes. Next, functioning backup alarm. Next is non-blind spot. Proper barricades protecting the showing area of the equipment. And the last, continuous communication with pedestrian walker. Alright, next. What are some of the solutions to the problem of network? The first one, must have police officer present and visible. Use drum in the taper. Space traffic control device closer together to reduce confusion. Keep traffic control device in good condition. Provide adequate lighting, and the last, make walker more visible. Better agreement and lighting. That's all from us. Thank you.